Double fun. Double fun.
First of all, how do you like the new studio? Couple adjustments.
Check it out.
Fucking new poster.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What's it say?
Says who farted? My butthole stinks podcast. Who farted? My butthole stinks podcast.
Pretty good artwork.
Painted by the great Sean Matheson,
Okay.
co-author of the fantastic novel Drunken Ramblings, which is available on Amazon. We'll put the link up here. You can buy it still on Amazon. Drunken Ramblings by Matheson and Fist.
How much is
Let's
it
go,
cost?
Matheson.
How much is it?
I think it's like $14.99. Very, very inexpensive. Yeah. $14.99. It's almost nothing.
$14.99. That's not bad.
$0.00. I'm Fist Gozinia. We got Dick Gozinia here. And Dick, would you like to introduce your co-hostie on that sidey?
Well, this is my sister.
Hey.
And I
Yeah.
think that we went to high school together.
We did for 2 years until I got expelled.
You got expelled?
I got expelled at the end of 10th grade. And then I came back. I had to go to Moreno Valley
I think
District.
you just made that up.
No, I did. I had to. Why would I make that up? I'm a fucking loser. I had to
Well,
go.
she asked, like, you got expelled?
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking it. I think he made it up. Yeah.
Well,
Yes, I kind of wondered what happened. Where did he go? He just disappeared.
Okay, so
I-
yeah, you went to.
I had to go to
Rancho
Moreno
Vista.
Valley. Well, they kicked me out of the district for like a year. The whole district.
How dare they?
Yeah, just for smoking marijuana, which is legal now. Bullshit. So I had to go to Moreno Valley District and do like homeschooling type shit there. So my parents had to
Wow.
drive me to Moreno Valley once a week.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
They were not cool or happy about. And then I went to Rancho Vista. Well, first they let me go back to TVHS for like
Okay.
6 months, and I got all Fs. And then they took me to Rancho Vista, and then I graduated in like 3 months.
Rancho Vista.
Yeah,
Was that
'cause-
the high school, like across the street from the high school?
It's where
Yeah.
the bad kids went.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I always wondered what kind of kids were in there.
Well, some of us had learning disabilities and things of that nature. Not me. I was just an
Of
asshole.
course not.
I was just a jerky jerk who didn't like listening to rules. And so they would just give me homework packets, and I would do them like in a day, and I graduated in 3 months that way. So I'm like, fuck.
Who needs school when you could graduate in 3 months?
They should
That's
fucking do a
amazing.
test on you. They should do a test in the beginning and go like, oh, this kid's gonna be a painter. Don't make him do math or history or any of that shit.
Don't waste his time.
Don't waste his
Or
time.
her time.
Oh, this kid's
Yeah.
this kid's dumb as a rock. He's gonna be a carpenter or something. Put him in the fucking wood shop, and that's all he's gonna do. Like they don't know, dude.
I would have put these people.
We
these
don't
kids
come with directions.
on a better path, you know.
Do you know if a kid's dumb as a rock? You're like, oh, let me teach him history and philosophy. Why? He's dumb as a rock. The only thing he's good at is hammering one piece of wood to the other piece of wood. Put him in wood shop and fucking car repair. That's all he's
Yeah,
gonna do.
lock the door.
You know
Lock
what?
the door.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are right. You guys are right. Make a program. Tell these
Oh.
teachers what is up.
We should.
Yeah, they'll never do it though.
Mm,
I heard it's like a lot more messed up nowadays than anything. So
yeah. Well, that's another thing I was talking about was like, I was just
Okay.
talking. Well, my brother he's gonna have a baby, Tony.
Oh, congratulations.
Sure. Yeah. Yes. They want it. So yay.
Well, you're going to be an uncle.
For the fourth time. Fourth
Yeah,
time.
well, that's-
World's shittiest
Another-
uncle. Yeah. If you bet me $100, I couldn't recite their names. But I know one starts with a T. But no, I'm kidding. I know their
that's
names.
enough. That's enough. It's all you need.
Yeah. No, they're cool. They're good. It's just I was thought me and my brother were on the same page about how it's kind of more ethical to not do that at this point, but to each his own. Ethical's the wrong word. Ethical's the wrong word.
Ethical is the wrong word. You're right. I was supposed to define ethics with my little niece in 9th grade. Ethics was to be defined. Do we know what that means? I don't know.
No, I don't. I'm like,
I don't think I know what that
That
means.
was 9th grade.
I'm not gonna throw that word around that I don't know what it means. So,
It just sounded cool.
I thought it would be easier. Me and my brother thought it would be easier and less sticky to not have kids. And he betrayed the trust, and he had one.
You only have one brother?
I have 2 brothers, but one is gay. So he will, unless he
But
adopts.
one is gay.
And he wants kids?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I never talked to him about it, but he's way younger, than us. But
Who knows? By the time he gets older,
People-
males might be able to have babies
I
at
mean,
this rate. I mean, they can make a coronavirus. They can make a baby.
No,
in
they
a male.
find a woman and her eggs and do all that stuff.
yeah, I would. Okay, that's fine.
And
that's
just
good.
impregnate your brother.
I don't want to do that. Why would I want to do that?
You can't impregnate a man.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying in the future, it might be possible in the future.
I'm
You
not
mean-
gonna use that. Yeah, I think so.
You might be another uncle to like a man baby.
So you're saying in the future they might be able to turn his butthole into a vagina
Yeah.
with like a womb
Oh no,
inside
no.
his
Buttholes
colon?
don't come close to vaginas. I have a vagina myself, and it's nowhere near close to.
So they
a
might
butthole.
be able to make
Thank
one.
you.
They can scientifically do anything nowadays.
It's never the real thing. Okay,
I have to agree. A butthole is not as good as a vagina.
just not.
Butthole's
Okay,
like.
so your brother's never gonna have a baby. So anyway,
Hold on. We'll talk about buttholes versus vagina real fast because I have a good idea. I have a good analogy. A vagina is like a hallway.
See,
It's like going down a hallway where it's very thin and the pads are like hitting you all the time, and you're like trying to get down the hallway. Butthole is like a very tight little hole you have to crawl through, and then you're in a giant room, and you're like, "Hey, where's everybody at?" That's what it's like.
Oh, okay.
See?
well, that is the vagina. I think is very interesting. The front of a vagina itself has like many parts,
yes.
and it's very like welcoming. The butthole is just like not really decorative at all.
Yeah,
Vagina's a little bit more fancy.
it is, and the butthole's just rings. It's just kind of just rings.
Well, and it probably smells different.
Well,
And
I mean, different, yes. Different, yes. Different, yes. But bad, I don't know.
2 different worlds. for
We'll
sure.
put up 2 pictures here. You guys decide. Here's the vagina. Here's the butthole. They'll have to be
do it.
animated. They'll have to be
Oh yeah,
animated.
if you're in health class, like
Ooh,
a health class picture,
yeah. Because then if
because
it's
you know they're showing our kids that in high school right now.
not my kids, but somebody's kids.
Mine,
You're showing your kids vaginas and buttholes.
yeah.
Well, they
They
gotta
are.
know. What do you want your kids to go down and be like, what the hell is this?
My son went to a doctor, like established care with a new doctor. She was an ARNP. I think it means advanced registered nurse practitioner. I could be wrong,
Yeah.
but she asked me to go out of the room. He is 16, so I get it, but I didn't know what she was gonna. I didn't know that was coming, and she asked me to go out of the room and told Reed that he needs to have a condom on him at all times,
Sure.
and that asked him about sex and his sex life at 16. So yeah, it's a real thing.
Did she ask him if he jacks off and stuff?
I think so. I don't know actually.
She probably did.
I guess I didn't want to know.
When he told you, were you upset about that?
No, I can see why a doctor would ask a teenager those questions because of their age. I think at 16 you can do a lot of things, but
Mhm.
with your health.
Oh.
But yeah,
Oh.
I think you can go do a lot of things. But so I get it. It makes sense.
I mean, at 16, you could go impregnate a lot of women, is what you could do. So
You can.
you can spread a
could.
lot of seed.
You can.
You can get in a car and drive and smash into somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. While getting BJs from your girlfriend.
Yep.
So you
can
better know.
ruin an entire somebody else's family and be getting a BJ at the same time.
You can ruin like 20 lives if you have 20 babies.
All at the age of 16.
Why? Why wouldn't they be? Why are they ruined?
I'm just saying.
Because they don't have a dad, because the dad doesn't care, because he never learned about condoms.
Yeah.
So he's just splat, 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 splat. On to the next one.
Well, maybe they'll get a dad. You don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, I
you're
was
right.
saying they crashed into them while they were driving their car and killed the entire family.
Oh, 20 kids in a van or something?
Yeah, because at 16, I'm just saying there's a lot of responsibility a 16-year-old still has.
True.
People think that they're all innocent and young or whatever, but they can get in a car and they could
Car's a weapon.
They could impregnate people or get pregnated.
Yeah.
They
can murder.
They could take guns and go shoot. 16-year-olds they're well off. They're close to being adults.
Yeah. Yeah. They could drive a car, like you said. That's a murder weapon. They have access to guns. Sometimes it's a murder weapon. They have a dick. That's a murder weapon.
So you got to treat them like they're adult. You gotta talk to them like they're here. They're in society now. They're.
Oh yeah. Hey, look. If I had a 16-year-old, when my nephew's 16, I'll tell him, have a condom on you, dude, all the time. I don't care if you want to do it. I mean, if I'm his uncle, I can say that. I don't think that's weird. Like, hey, dude, if you're gonna bone, dude, just wrap it up, bro. I'm not gonna say don't wrap it up. I'm not gonna pretend like he's not. I'm not gonna pretend like he's not gonna maybe have that run across that. Everybody 16-year-old runs across that.
Right. But I think if you had a condom in your wallet, you're more prone to have sex.
No.
Yeah, I think so, because you're like, why am I carrying this freaking thing in my wallet?
And you think about it more.
No way. You guys are crazy. If when I was 16, any chance I had to have sex, I was gonna have sex. I don't care what I had. I could be butt naked. I could be wearing a freaking straight jacket. And if I got a possibility to have sex, I'm gonna have sex. Doesn't matter what I have in my wallet. When I was 16, I'm getting it. If I can maybe get it, I'm getting it. 100%. Doesn't matter.
You don't think if like having a condom in your wallet all times is gonna help you or help that thought of you trying to get it more? It's almost like walking around with a casino chip like in your pocket. Like, wouldn't you want to go to the casino and gamble?
I don't think it matters because, like I said, if you want it, if it's available, you're gonna get it. And if it's not, you're not. So, I mean, I had a condom in my wallet a long time before I used one, and it didn't help me at all. didn't help me
I
one
had
bit.
one in there too, and I was like, why do I have this thing in there all the time? I kept getting scared that it would fall out when I go to use my wallet somewhere.
I didn't get laid till I was 18 years old, and I have a condom in my wallet since I'm 15. The same one. The same one.
The same one. Yeah, I had the same one too.
See, then it makes you mad, right? So why have it?
I almost didn't want to use it because I like having it so much.
Well, it just proves the point that it doesn't help you at all. Didn't help me at all.
True.
Many times I was ready, dude. I was ready. The only reason I'm glad is if some of the sluts we were hanging out with, if one of them did let me get in there and I didn't have a condom, I probably would have caught something. That's all I'm gonna say. And if you're listening, probably would have caught something. Maybe some crabbies, maybe some herpes, maybe some gonorrhea. But you know what? And if you're listening, ladies, you know who you are. I'm not trying to throw shade at you, but some of our friends back then that boned a lot of our
Don't drop any names. Just don't drop any names.
Like, no, I'm kidding. But you know what? I didn't catch nothing. But if I had a condom, I maybe wouldn't have. You know. But who knows? Hey, it's up for debate. Every parent's got to tell their own kid, I guess. I don't know what the fuck.
So anyways, I'm back here in Temecula.
What a beautiful background, dude.
Yeah, we're here.
Look at that
back
shit.
in
Woo!
old Temecula, and I have a sister.
Like I'm in the way.
I have a sister.
No.
For the viewers, you don't know, for the viewers last time, whatever, I was in my truck, like recording, and they thought like I pretty much look like I'm homeless. Like it kind of feels like, what is this guy recording in his truck for? Does he have a life?
Does he have a family?
Why is he out in front of McDonald's? But
does anybody care about him?
Look, I do. This is where I stay when I'm not in my truck.
Beautiful.
This is my sister. She's normal.
She's normal. No.
So I'm not a complete like crazy.
Maybe I am. Yes, I am. Thank you.
I'm not a crazy bum that lives in my truck. Just in case any of the viewers out there are like, "What the heck? Is that the same guy?" Yeah. It is the same guy. That's me.
It's the same old dirt McCart that you all know.
I'm in a different spot.
Yes.
I'm in a different area. I'm not in front of a truck stop.
Yeah. Well, you got to work. We talked about it. You were working, you know?
You got to do what you got to do. And I got to go back there actually on Saturday, which
Another shit.
kind of like,
Hey.
it's like kind of going back to hell. Like if you were, it's like, okay, I'm going to go back to hell.
Yeah.
There has to be something that you're learning in hell.
Oh, I'm learning all the time. I'm learning, you know, not to go over there or not to do that.
Yeah. Different things. Different
Yeah,
bad things that you don't want
yeah.
to. Different people you don't want to see that much and you stay away from and all that. I get it.
No, I think what I learned more was like try to take advantage of the social media crap.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So I started making like a couple of videos on Instagram and tried to like take that loneliness feeling of being in your truck by yourself out and like maybe make a video of this little ant, you know, or like something stupid and then just post it online.
Yeah.
Thought it would help.
Yeah, especially if you're out there just working by yourself and it's hot as fuck and you're in the truck the whole time.
You
That's
just lose contact.
shitty.
Yeah, you lose contact of everything. Like you start to go insane.
Yeah.
You're like, why am I even out here? You're like by myself. Like what am I doing? Like, God, nobody around here. Like in the middle of nowhere. Just like, God.
Yeah.
Like, so, and I deleted the Facebook. I deleted all that crap. But I just recently started doing the Instagram and might follow like some certain people or post some of my little journeys along the way. I don't know. I thought it would help.
It's better.
We'll see.
Instagram's better.
It's an experiment. I'm still experimenting.
It's great, dude. It looks good. Oh, and by the way,
Shannon.Hayden.
Oh yeah.
Anyone out there?
Follow
We'll throw up
her.
her Instagram right here.
Follow
What is
it
it
up.
again? Say it one more time.
Shannon.Hayden. Heyden.
There you
That's
go.
it.
I've been married to somebody for 20 years. Is that insane?
That's very insane.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I have all the mixed emotions. I have every emotion.
Yeah. Can't imagine that.
We'll hear it live on the.
It's kind of weird.
It is
Podcast.
weird. It's weird. I have trouble being friends with this guy, and I've known him for more than that. And then sometimes I'm like, enough of this one.
Yeah.
He's probably. I know he feels the exact same way.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Sometimes
you're
I'll
just
see like my friend call or somebody call on the phone. And I was like,
Enough of this one already.
I'm not gonna talk to this freaking guy right now. No way.
Enough of this guy. Ugh.
But if I was married, imagine when you're married, you can't get away from it.
Can't get
Oh.
away.
Like
I would
they
throw
call
up
you
in
and
my
you're like,
mouth.
crap, it's my freaking husband or it's my wife.
Ugh.
Let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
When in a relationship with a person, do you like them to chase you? Does that attract you more to them, or do you like to chase them? And that makes you more attracted to
The
them.
chaser or the chasee?
Wow. I think you're talking to the wrong type of person here. Just most of the women,
either or at this point.
most of the women I date, I just find what corner they're standing on and I give them cash, and that's it. That's end of the chase. But no, I've worked with women and stuff that I've been interested in and stuff, and it's never really it's never been a real issue of you know what I was gonna say. It's never been a real issue of them chasing me. I always have to chase them, but that's not true.
My sister named her daughter Janie.
Oh, really?
Yep, there's 2 Janies.
2 Janies.
There's 2.
Mm.
Jamie, you could come down here.
There
if
was
you want. I mean,
3.
you don't have to.
I got my name
I don't
from
wanna
my
make you do anything. You are
aunt
in my
who got
group.
killed by a drunk driver on the Bonsall Bridge.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that's where I got. So there was 3.
Yeah.
3 Jamies. There were 3 Jamies.
Now there's 2.
The first Gozinia fan got killed by a drunk driver too. Or no, she got killed in a drunk accident.
How do you know she was the first fan?
She's the first one to come to our shows and make shirts.
Yeah, she was the first one to like wear a T-shirt, I think.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I have a band T-shirt on right now. Do you remember these guys?
Yes, they
I
came to your
did.
house and they played a show. And,
This is one of their new shirts, Life in
oh.
Quarantine.
Really?
They make new songs all the time.
She is diehard MXPX fan, like a real fan since the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follows all the songs, still knows all the words still.
I wasn't a fan when they came to my house and filmed that Teenage Politics video.
You were not?
No,
Oh, that's weird.
it sucks, actually.
Who were you a fan of at that time?
I think Bad Religion. And
Okay.
I think I like Operation Ivy a little bit, and like No Doubts. And
No Doubt. Yeah, No Doubt. I think you were into them a lot. More of kind of like the sky punk. And Bad Religion. I know you were into Bad Religion a lot because I was
into Tijuana. Did you ever go to
steal her
Tijuana?
Stranger Than Fiction CD all the time.
Did I ever go to Tijuana, Mexico?
Yeah.
A couple times. Oh, this podcast is also sponsored by Adelita's Bar down in Tijuana, Mexico. Adelita's in Tijuana, one of my favorite spots in the whole world. Sponsor this podcast. We're very happy to have them as a sponsor. If you're down in Tijuana and you want to have a nice time, hang out at Adelita's Bar and Grill. Actually, I don't know if they grill anything. Maybe they don't make any food, but I know what they do serve. Pussy. And it's top notch, and it's always delicious. They have a wide variety of pussy available for you to choose from. Adelita's down in Tijuana, Mexico, sponsor of the My Butthole Stinks Too Far podcast. Every time you're down in Mexico and you're near Tijuana, go by Adelita's Bar and maybe grill. Fry ball.
I was going to Tijuana that night.
Oh.
So I was kind of like distracted that this fun band was at my house. Plus, he had a girlfriend, and I was like, you know what? I can't do anything about this band.
Yeah, that was like my scene. Was like coming to the house, and then she's like, "Oh my gosh, who's Mike Herrera?"
And you're like,
I
you didn't
thought he
want
was so cute, and then he had a girlfriend, and I was like, oh well, my chances are gone.
And then you didn't want to see MXPX, or you didn't want to have the fact that there was a big old party going on. Also, you didn't care about it all. That's cool.
That was probably the biggest mistake of my whole life.
Yeah.
Well, that's just the way it was. I mean, you didn't know, but then after that, she ended up going to like all their shows. Find out what they're
Remember the Warped Tour?
And like a huge fan. And then look at now, still to this day, she's got the T-shirt on.
I have a tattoo, MXPX, but there's
a tattoo of MXPX. I didn't even know that. Wow.
Oh, really?
That just stepped it up even more. I knew she was like hardcore MXPX fan, but I didn't even know it was like that degree.
Yeah.
There are a lot of fans that have tattoos way crazier than me. This is just MXPX. Theirs are like cassette tapes and flowers and their logo, which is this little punk guy.
Yeah.
There was this guy who is like popular right now. I don't even know. I think it's like Bear, some kind of Bear rapper guy.
Yeah. He
had a punk rock shirt on the cover of a magazine on top of his car with all his money, and he likes MXPX. So like they're kind of actually modern right now.
No, they're cool.
Check them out. Yeah, MXPX. Go check them out. They have a website.
Check out MXPX. If you haven't heard MXPX, check out MXPX. They're pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, I love their album. I love that album. What was that first album that came out with the fucking high school jock? Was
it this?
Yeah, is that the name of the album? No, that's not it. No,
Life in General.
Life in General with the jock boy and he's punching the little nerd kid.
Yeah, right here.
It's kind of like the same kind of like look though, but it's not like the. It's not the guy.
They have masks on. They changed it to masks.
Yeah. They changed it because it's modern now.
No, because it's quarantine.
They changed it because it's COVID.
Life in quarantine, life in general.
Got it. Makes sense.
It's just a COVID shirt. That's it.
Got it. Is that really not an album though?
Life in General is an album. They have a Life in Quarantine acoustic version. Like all their songs, he turned them into acoustic. I want to say it's called Life in Quarantine. It's like LIQ on like Spotify. You can find them on a lot of like streaming platforms. They have Life in Quarantine acoustic songs because he did them from his home just for his fans, just for free, just That's because cool. He wanted to entertain and like give his talent out. That's it.
That's cool. I saw me and Cardi both saw Goldfinger in Huntington Beach a couple years ago, and Mike was playing with them with Goldfinger, and it was cool.
Oh, he's the bass player.
Yeah, awesome. Mike was playing with Goldfinger, and it was a pretty cool show. They did a good job.
Here in my bedroom, he actually covered a song Superman as Mike Herrera. He has like Mike Herrera songs, which are actually really good. Also, and MXPX songs, so he does his own solo thing. He actually had a sold out New York solo show, and it was got all sold out, and then COVID happened.
Wow.
But anyway, I don't know why I know all these things.
I would
Sorry.
say if there was 20 of the most like hardcore MXPX fans in the world that were like, yeah, MXPX, she would be one of them.
I don't
Well,
think so.
little do you know, I don't know if you know this, but Mike Herrera is a big fan of the My Butthole Stinks Who Farted podcast. So he now knows your Instagram.
He's one of the 22 people that watch.
It's the only reason I'm here.
He probably is gonna DM you and tell you what's up and say thank you for wearing my shirt on the podcast because he loves this podcast. So go ahead, Mike. You got the Instagram, DM her.
You got the merch.
Tell her what's up?
Repping the merch.
By the way,
merch drop.
Get back to me on that collab we were talking about.
Okay, here's another thing.
Get back to me, Mike.
That's called infatuation. So I had to do this like mental work of infatuation.
Yeah.
So most people in general have an infatuation with something.
Yeah.
And that only means that you haven't identified that trait inside of yourself.
I know what mine is. I can tell you what mine.
What is yours?
Beer.
Is it a man, a woman, or?
It's drinking beer.
Okay.
I thought that was the hint when I said that and I paused and then I drank.
Is that an infatuation or is that just a disease?
Well, hey, you know what?
Or an addiction? Is that an addiction or an infatuation?
All I know is you can't stop having cancer.
Is there what's
stop
the
being
big difference
drunk
between addiction and infatuation?
I would say it's that you can't stop having cancer. You can stop being a drunk.
It might be the same.
It can't be the same because they're two different words.
Yeah, infatuation.
Are they the same meaning? I don't think they are. I think infatuation means you're.
A misconception of something.
Let's just say chess as an example. You're infatuated with how
And some people are. Some people are.
Characters. You love the game.
I don't know if you've seen
about it.
Queen's Gambit on Netflix.
But does that mean you're addicted to chess?
Have you seen Queen's Gambit on Netflix?
I think I've seen like an episode or two. Yeah.
She's infatuated, bro. She's sick.
You want to be on the podcast?
Jamie, you want to be in the podcast?
Do the viewers want to
Just
see?
say hi. The viewers want to see a little 9th grade kid go hi.
Yeah. Come say hi.
Everybody wants you over like
Come be-
hundreds.
You can
Say
be on
hi.
the YouTube.
Tell him to come over. Ask him if
He's
he has.
coming!
Ask him if
Yay!
she has
Say
to
hi,
put-
everybody.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
They can't see
You
you.
gotta
You have
go
to come right
right here in the
You're
middle.
come in the middle, right in the middle of the
Come.
sky.
And welcome.
Oh, hey, what's going on? How's it going?
You have to come into this arm.
Come inside the arm,
Go
dude.
underneath the circle.
Yay!
Hey, all right.
Heart. Make a heart. Make a heart.
There you go, dude. What's going on? Say something funny and bright.
Yeah. Well,
All
She
right.
doesn't have to because she just looks fun and bright.
Okay. Sure. Cool. Do something completely out of the ordinary right now. Go. That's good. That's good. That works.
that's what you get right there.
That works. That works.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
something.
she jumped
She
in
went
the
in the pool.
pool.
Okay. Sam clapping. Sam clapping. All right.
We're clapping. Right.
There we go.
Dude, you can't tempt.
You can't discount nobody though.
He's coming to smile.
Good.
Jump in the pool.
Hey, all right. Awesome.
We love spontaneousness here on
Love
the
randomness.
podcast, right?
Mhm.
Define the odds of what you think
Absolutely.
will happen or not.
Speaking
You
of
always got to be creative.
music that is, what is it called? Acoustic. Not acoustic? What would you call what we just did, Cardi?
Acoustic.
Acoustic.
Yeah, it's when there's no other instruments except for a guitar.
I don't know if you told your sister what we did.
We went to a studio and we tried to freestyle a record on the spot, made up the songs on the podcast for the people so they can see the behind the scenes of how a song is made
That's right.
all the
Where
way.
can I find this?
That's what it, by the time this comes out, it had just come out, but it's the one right before this. So first of all,
I think we did that like a couple weeks ago or a week ago or so.
yeah,
That's cool.
I'm almost done editing it. So that'll be out for you guys. That'll be out like in 2 days. For the listener, it was out like
Cost $150 to make.
a week and a half ago. It's the most expensive podcast that we ever did.
It's the most expensive podcast that you've ever made.
But it looks great, dude. The video camera, they have nice
They
cameras.
did a great job. Those guys in that studio
How much did it
really.
cost?
I gave him $150. I don't know how much
well,
did you
he
give him,
wanted
like
to
100 bucks?
charge us 200. He charged us 200. So I gave him 100. You were supposed to give him 100, but you tipped him 50.
I gave him a
'cause you're
tip.
nice.
Yeah,
because you're a nice
you know
guy.
what? For dealing with our crap, you deserve a tip.
Yeah. So
They
So
really
they're
went
good.
beyond. They did a great job. Lighting, like putting lighting on my face. It almost felt like somebody's gonna come up to me and like give me makeup or whatever. And like, I was like, oh, I'm getting like, I feel like I'm an actor or something. Like, what's going on here?
Oh my
You'll
God,
see
I
it.
do
Really-
this again.
You guys are giving me the good treatment.
it's really good. Discreet Sound Studios. We'll put their Instagram handle up here. Discreet Sound Studios. They're in Temecula. Check them out. But we never named the album, so I think we got to. Because before I put the album out, I think the name of the album should be the name of the episode. So I have a couple ideas. And I just thought of these like right before you said, hey, let's start it. So this is not something I spent days and days thinking about, but these are just ideas that I just came up with. So for the album / episode, Jizz Free with an exclamation point. That's one. Off the Cuff, because you know how we just did it kind of.
I do like that one.
Ball Sweat. No, One Hit or Quitter. That's another one. That's all I have so far.
Okay, I would say Off the Cuff would be the best out of all those. This is what I got so far.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking of it right now.
Yeah.
It's not like I have had these. Okay. Spontaneous. The other one was
I thought you were gonna keep talking. I think
no,
it's
it's just
Spontaneous.
called Spontaneous.
Next
The other
one.
one's called Winging It.
I like that.
Dozinya's Winging It.
Yeah. that's
Winging It with no wing or something,
good. Yeah.
And then the other one I just thought of right now is In the Raw.
In the Raw. Could
Sucks,
be.
but I just thought of it right now. So what? Give me a break.
No, yeah. It's a little too close to In Your Eye.
True. Okay, so that's all I got so far.
In Your Eye is the other one that we did.
But yeah, I'll leave that up to you to figure that one out.
I think we decided off the
okay.
cuff, right?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Spontaneously off the cuff.
Spontaneous combustion orgasm. Off the cuff's probably the best one.
That's what we just thought of getting in there to do that album. And I don't even know if there was any good songs really made out of it. Pretty sure there wasn't, but
No, you're wrong. As I
expectations
fucking was editing it,
going into it were so low that it worked out perfect because we could have done anything.
Cardi,
So-
I've been editing it, and I've been walking around my house humming "Fuck the aliens, fuck the aliens." I've been humming it all fucking the whole time.
It's inside of you.
Okay.
It's,
Well, then maybe it might not be too bad of an album. I know it's not going to be like the same type of album that you hear on the normal albums
No,
that
it's-
other people make because we just made it right then and there.
Just you guys?
yeah, it's just us two.
Whoa.
But it'll be different. And isn't that what a lot of people like to hear anyways? It's something kind of different, like every now and then.
Dude, I was listening to
Maybe not.
I always try to like
I don't want to make it for others.
It's not like we're Madonna where we got to change our thing like every album. We got
You can make it for you.
I don't want to make it for others. That's what I think. Sometimes that's the problem too. When I'm like, when I try to write stuff, just I don't know. It's like people look at it and they go, "No one else is gonna like this. This is you're just trying to make yourself laugh." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah.
why." Well, that's not how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to appeal to the masses. And I'm like, I don't. What if I don't like what the? I'm trying to make me
True.
laugh. Me.
Just depends how many people you want to watch you or hear you or buy something from you.
Yeah,
I think you're
that's-
happy with just 5 people watching.
I am fine with it, to be honest.
Maybe even one. Maybe even none. Like this is fine with me
Yeah.
right here. Just doing this. Doing this seems fun right now for me. Like what else would I be doing right now? I got to go to dinner here in a little bit, but
I like the none. I'd be doing it if there were none.
yeah,
That's a good,
we're doing a podcast.
and it could be just us.
Yeah, that's
Probably
true.
not that, it's not that great of a
Which is kind
podcast.
of fun.
We're doing it, and
Hey, look, it's gonna be something that's around too. That's the other thing too, I was thinking about. Is like, speaking of my nephews and nieces,
Oh yeah, speaking of that.
something that's fucking around, dude. Like, I wish I could go on. What if I could go online and go? I wonder what my uncle was doing when he was fucking. What my uncle was doing 20 years ago, especially if he's
You can
dead.
say hi to him.
What if he's
Right.
dead? And I go, I didn't really get to know him. He died when I was 12, but he's got a shit ton of YouTube videos. Let me watch them. Oh, he was a fucking
Exactly.
psycho. Okay, cool. You know?
You can say hi to him right now.
Yeah. Oh, he wrote a song about how he fell in love with the bartender and jerked off to her. Oh, crazy. What a psycho. You know what I mean? What a weird
Yeah.
dude. What a weird
well, he's
dude.
out there.
But speaking about popular music too, I was trying to watch YouTube and I was like, sometimes I put on like the categories, you know, so it's like top pop or top rock 50. So I was like, let me listen to the new rock that's out right now. And they're playing like the weirdest shit on the rock charts. They're playing like fucking these like guys that are like doing ballads. They're playing Machine Gun Kelly. They're playing fucking.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'm getting a little sick of that.
It's like
Machine
sounds like
Gun
boy
Kelly
band.
guy.
Sounds like boy band music that they're playing.
And it's not even his fault.
Exactly.
I think it's like
I
the
heard
media is
that.
blowing that guy up way too much. It's like kind of getting. Every time I go to YouTube, there's Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox.
Well, I mean, like,
care.
sure, be infatuated with them all that you want, mainstream media, but don't say that they're the top of the rock charts. You're telling me there's no good rock bands out right now? You're just not
New
covering
music?
them.
They're
New
not
music,
They're
new. There's got
New
it.
music. There has to be.
They're just covering what's going to give them the hits. And right
Yeah.
now, that guy is giving tons of hits because all the little. Probably my
There's people
my
our
little
age.
niece who just jumped in the pool. She'll probably go watch a Machine Gun Kelly video right now
Yeah.
and
I
think it's
mean-
rock.
and think that that's
Where's
the rock.
Who's fucking? There's got to be some kids in the garage just
There
throwing it
is.
down.
Oh,
just-
okay. Here's a good band. Here's a good rock band for you. Turnstile. If you haven't checked out Turnstile, check those guys out. Those guys are killing it right now.
Okay.
My favorite rock band by far right now is Turnstile.
Yeah,
Check those guys out. I don't know if you edit this, maybe you can just do a quick little 5-second clip of Turnstile right now.
Don't need the future. Don't need the past. It's on it now. Now to take the world with what we got.
Pretty badass, bro.
Okay, that's about it.
Turnstile. I like Turnstile. Did I tell you about Negro Terror?
No.
Negro Terror.
I
is
don't
this-
like the name of that.
Negro
Well-
Terror sounds a little hardcore.
They're fucking this all black band from Memphis, and they're
Oh,
fucking.
they're black.
Okay. I
Since
guess
they're-
that's okay.
Yeah, since they're black.
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah.
They're not. Negro.
not what
Let me
the-
tell you about this
like
band called
white people
Negro
call
Terror.
Negro Terror.
They're an all-white skinhead band. No, from Alberta, Canada. No, I'm not endorsing that. No, they're all black, and they're from Memphis. And the lead singer is this big fat dude, and he plays bass. And he's fucking. Oh, he sings so good. He's
I'll
got the best
check him
voice.
out.
Negro
him out.
Terror.
Don't side with the other side. If you do, we'll find you. Wanna know exactly if you classify as friends. This is the voice of Memphis. And you better believe it. The voice of Memphis. Come on and find the flag now.
It's fucking awesome. It's badass. But
Yeah, it's
besides
hard to
that,
find,
I had
good
trouble.
music. Huh?
I've had trouble finding bands.
Yeah, me too. It's
I'm
hard to
going
find.
to a festival this weekend in Redondo Beach. It's called Beach Life Festival, and there's all these people like Face to Face is gonna be there.
Okay.
Like
Oh.
all these sweet bands like that are gonna be there playing acoustic.
That's in Redondo.
Yeah, and it's called like a speakeasy stage. Like Steve Caballero, he was on the Mike
Mm.
Ferreira
Oh, it's
podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and I listened to the whole
it's
thing.
an
and he told me about it.
acoustic set.
Yeah, on the beach.
That's kind
That's
of
cool.
cool.
Yeah, because I'm going to Venice Beach with my husband of 20 years.
Ugh.
And we're going to Venice Beach for 3 days. We need a date night.
Do you guys ever think about like swinging or anything like that, just to spice things up at all? Or just...
You know what? I'm not gonna lie, those thoughts do come into
They
my
have
mind, but
to.
they have to if you want to say no to it. So our marriage bed has been just us.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know what he does over. I'm just kidding.
No, I just watched this movie called it was about the guy that invented Wonder Woman.
One time.
Oh, tell us that story real quick. Forget my Wonder Woman story. What would happen?
I think what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Is what
She
I
was
heard.
17 and a half years old. We knew we shouldn't do it, but no, I'm just kidding. No, I saw this movie. I saw this movie called Professor Marston and the Wonder Woman. And it was about how the real guy that invented the Wonder Woman comic had 2 wives for years. He was married to one.
It's a thing.
Yeah, he was married for one for a long time. And then they were professors at a college and they fell in love. They both fell in love with one of the students. And they were into bondage. And that's why if you look at old Wonder Woman comics, you have like a lot of lassos and whipping and spanking and shit like that. And bustiers. And because he wanted to like let people, his whole idea of creating Wonder Woman was let the male youth of America know it's okay to submit to female dominance in the bedroom. That was his whole goal. And
Are you talking about Stan Lee?
No. This is DC. This is DC.
Oh.
Wonder Woman was DC.
Oh yeah, okay.
And so Marston was a professor. He got fired, and then he got hired as a writer for this comic book. It's a really good movie, but yeah, it's about the whole struggle of like they just wanted to spice up their marriage, and then obviously the fights come, obviously jealousy, blah 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 blah. It's a good movie though. Check it out.
I've almost been the guy in the swinger thing, the swingers contact.
Yeah.
Because I replied to an ad one time where they're like looking for a guy to come over and just give it to my wife.
And you're like, that's me.
And
that sounds like Jamie McCarty.
I'm gonna sit there and I was like, I can be the guy.
Yeah.
And so I replied back. I was like,
down, bro.
And then I got a message back saying, yeah, if you can just come out to come out to the house, or by the lake or whatever. Ask me questions like, how hung are you? What color are you? And like this and that. And then I was like, wait a minute. And I just like delete. And I
got
like,
scared,
back out.
You got nervous?
Like dirty and ashamed of my life.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I almost did that.
Well,
I actually heard the pineapple is the sign to have on your body if you want to be a swinger, an upside down pineapple.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I think somebody told me they have swinger cruises.
It was a bro. Yeah, there was.
I'm trying to find out how I know that.
I don't know when you want to get into it, but
it's okay. You don't have to tell us, Shannon. Don't tell us, Shannon.
It felt like I was entering into that world.
Hey, look, I used to work
lots of thoughts come, they come and go.
I used to work at this porno store in Garden Grove when I was a kid. Not kid, but like 24, 25. And there was a lot of shady characters around there. I was a cashier. That's it.
But you saw everybody.
I was just ringing up movies at this porno store in Garden Grove. But they had video booths in the back, so I had to kick out people jerking off and stuff like that. But the security guard there was big in the swinger community, and he was like, at the time, I'm gonna guess he was probably like 50. He looked like an Indian, but he was real light skinned, ponytail. He always had long ponytail in a little ponytail, and he was balding on the front. He still had this long ponytail.
Wow.
And back in the day, he had newspapers.
That is a good one.
And he had a bunch of rings, like topaz rings and bracelets.
Oh, okay.
And all the ads were because it was really weird because he had
traumatized.
Did he smell like patchouli?
He smelled like patchouli and menthol cigarettes. And all the ads were in newspapers. So he would sit next to my desk and go, look at this one, 35-year-old woman looking for a hung dude. I'm gonna answer this one. I'm probably gonna fuck her tonight. And then he'd come back the next day and go, and the next day he'd go, yeah, dude, I fucked her in this. Husband sat in the corner and cried the whole time. It was really crazy. At At the end, she wanted me to jizz on him instead of her. So I just fucking did it. And I'll be like, oh, okay, cool, dude.
Wow.
And the next guy would come up and I go, $14.95, sir. And then he would tell me another story. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's crazy. Crazy. And then he'd be like, oh yeah, this fucking another, I went over to this other couple's house and she didn't want to do anything. She just wanted to masturbate while he ate my ass. And I'm like, what?
Jeez.
Okay.
Well, that
And then-
makes sense. I mean, if you're gonna own one of those shops and sell that stuff, then you probably got to live the lifestyle, I guess. I mean,
he
you
was
can't
just a security guard there.
Oh, he was.
Oh,
I thought he owned the.
no.
No, he was a
That was
security guard.
security guard.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You couldn't get rid of him.
No, I just had to sit there and listen to him the whole time. And then he'd be like kicking the people out in the back that were jerking off and stuff. Like, hey, stop. Hey, so by the way, what time's your dinner? You said you had
So
to
how
go?
did you get that job?
7.
Okay. Okay, good. Because I
We'd
got
rather
to
be here with you.
ask that question real quick because I got to do my famous take
Oh,
a piss, take a piss and
How
get a
did you
beer
even
break.
get that job?
Hold on.
Like,
that question.
what led you to the porno place?
Yeah, how'd you
For,
get into the porno?
Were you
These are
just
all-
shopping one day
Just
and then
one ad?
you're like
and
doing
these
some
are-
shopping and
These are all excellent questions that I'm going to get back to right after the break.
okay.
Un momento, por favor.
Here's Cal Worthington and his dog Spot.
Any model, any make, go see Cal.
Give your pocketbook a break. Go see Cal. It's a giant supermart. Save a bundle. Play it smart. From the dealer with a heart. Go see Cal.
Hey, you looking for a used car or used truck? You better get out here to Giant Worthington Chevrolet where your friends are. A big, friendly, giant supermarket of cars and trucks, a multi-million-dollar inventory. Bargain prices. You've never seen such prices. Bargain prices and special financing. Look at this. A 1982 Ford, a 3/4 tank pickup, $49.95, just $89 a month. An 83 Mercury, a Z7, $34.95, just $69 a month. An 82 Chevy, a Caprice Classic, $49.95, just $89 a month. An 82 Chevy, a cargo van on sale, $49.95, $89 a month. We got a jillion of them, boy. A big sale. Used cars, used trucks, special financing. Get on out here to Giant Worthington Chevrolet. The only way, Worthington Chevrolet, open till midnight every day. See you here.
Is it an hour-long training?
50 minutes.
Okay, that's about 13 an hour. It's a little low for somebody, but he probably doesn't have very many clientele.
I'm his
so.
only one.
Well, if you're his only one, then starting out at $10 an hour or $13 an hour.
I hired him to be a soccer coach for my kids.
She
club.
has a
Hey.
personal trainer.
I got to hear
So
You want me to tell you his name so you can put it up?
if anybody wants a
Sure.
personal trainer,
this. You want to
His
promote
name
him?
is Ollie. Ollie Fitness. OLLIE Fitness. I don't know the exact one, but he is from Africa
Oh,
he lives in Africa.
and he trains via Zoom or WhatsApp.
is he badass or what?
Oh my gosh, look him up
He's
right
pretty
now.
ripped. I saw a
Ollie
picture of him,
Fitness?
I was like, dang, that guy's,
Yeah, I gotta find my
that
phone.
guy's ripped. But she pays him $120 a month.
120 bucks a month?
Yeah, and you get 3 classes a week.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a great deal.
That's a lot.
So it's like $10 a class.
Well,
And each class is she said like 50 minutes to an hour long.
oh, dude, that's a great deal. Do you sweat and bust ass?
I think the guy just makes you work, dude.
That's great.
Yeah. What do you do in these classes?
Oh my gosh, it's OLLY.
What if she's like, well, he makes us take off our pants and like show our buttholes and stuff, and
He makes us put our legs behind our head, and then
we have to show our ass to the camera first, and then like have no pants on. But otherwise than that, it's,
he makes
Pretty
us do
cool.
the downward dog pose like for about half hour.
we have to focus on our buttholes. But like, it's a really good class. Oh, he's fucking fit as fuck.
Yeah, he's a fitness trainer.
We'll promote him here.
OLLY Fitness. Oh, trainer. OLLY trainer.
Oh, white trainer right here. Check him out. Check him out. How much is it
I'm
a
not
month?
sure how many of the viewers are into fitness, but there might be 1 or 2.
It's got to be a couple, bro.
Got to be at least 1 or 2.
But
I was
found
watching.
him.
I was watching Brie Larson train. I like Brie Larson's YouTube channel. I don't know if you
Brie
guys are
Larson
fans. Brie Larson, Captain Marvel.
Oh,
You know Brie Larson, Captain Marvel.
now I do.
She's
Yeah.
got an Instagram channel that she started during quarantine, and
Oh.
it's the most uplifting, positive, energy fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. And when I feel down, I'd go watch Brie Larson bake a cake or test out her air fryer and see what'll fry and what won't fry. And it's the funnest thing. And then she'll just do exercises and just lift massive amounts of weight. And then she climbed a mountain on one episode. She fucking just climbed a mountain.
Is it YouTube?
It's on YouTube. Brie Larson's YouTube. It's insane. She's fucking
That's-
amazing.
That's good that you watch this stuff. I think you have to watch some things like that to give
You
you a little
have
bit
to.
of motivation and inspiration. for
Well, come
life.
follow me on Instagram.
She goes all over the place. She's like, oh, I'm here in Amsterdam. At
Yeah.
this weird place in Amsterdam. Like, you're in Amsterdam right now? I remember one
Yeah.
time, like a week ago, because I don't drink too often. This is probably the second time I drank in maybe 3 weeks.
That's good.
But the time before that, I was drinking, and I think it was maybe around like midnight or like
Yeah,
1 or
yeah.
2 in the morning or something like that. And I was like, somebody's got to be out there. I think I called you and you didn't answer.
Sometimes I sleep.
Madison, nobody answered. I called Chachi, nobody answered. I called like my 3 friends, nobody answered.
Yeah.
And then I called my sister.
My 3
and she
friends.
answered.
Yeah.
And she was at the Gorge in Washington at like a rave.
Wow.
I was like, what?
So there are a lot of good
Like,
like
a
artists
rave right
there.
now? Like, what the heck? So
Ilium.
I was just
I
happy
heard that.
somebody answered the phone.
There was a lot of good artists. Why am I drip? Something drip. Oh my gosh, Liquid Stranger. Have you
So-
ever like just heard electric music?
Like all the
Electronic
EDM,
music?
who's that one guy? Not Marshmallow, but what's that one guy? Doji or gosh,
They
he's
all
like a
have-
white. No, it's like he's like
They all have crazy names and
I don't know.
but it was really fun.
I forgot.
But
It's
I don't ever want to go
freaking
back.
stupid name,
How do you get
whatever.
out when you're married and have kids?
He was with me,
No, they go
and my
together.
daughter was with me. She's 18.
They all go together.
That's good. So do you guys like
And
do
she had
mushrooms and
friends.
stuff together?
I have tried mushrooms together. I've never done drugs with my kids.
I wonder
But-
if that's a good thing or not.
I think pot is legal in Washington, so I'll
Yeah.
be on like maybe a little bit of an edible, and I know it's not legal for her, so I don't like to give
Her kids are-
drugs.
Older, 16, and Riley's what, 18?
Yeah, I know, but like
So-
say they're all over 18. Let's say at one point they're all over 18. And you have like some decent mushrooms that you already know are okay. Would you want to like, hey, let's all go to the desert and do mushrooms and do campfire?
You know,
Why
I
not?
don't. I personally have tried mushrooms, and I personally don't really like the effect it has on
Okay.
me. So I probably wouldn't promote them.
Sure. That makes sense.
But marijuana could be cool, and some beers could be cool on a campfire. Anything more than that, maybe Molly once a year.
Why didn't you like
Oh.
mushrooms?
I think they just made me see things that were like tracers or something like that,
Yeah.
and I didn't really get much out of it. I didn't like
Oh,
the consequences, like the dehydration and the physical effects it had on me, were outweighed the mental and spiritual things I might have been looking for.
you might have just not taken enough.
Yeah.
That could have been it too.
That sounds like you didn't take enough.
Oh.
Because if you just
Well, I
saw
love
sort of
that I did.
tracers, that's not. You need to. Last first time I did mushrooms, took a shit ton, and I saw God, and I was like, in a lounge chair, staring at the sky, and the stars were doing this flip thing, like the whole world was flipping over, and I was
Yeah,
like,
no, I know I'm too scared to go that far.
I loved it.
It's better than watching a movie.
It's way better than watching a movie. It lasts 8 hours, and it's
I mean,
and you're with your
movies-
friends.
We do that all the time.
You're right. Movies aren't they a little bit, maybe little less damaging to the physical chemical properties of your brain?
Oh,
than
yeah,
actual mushrooms?
I don't think
Because
mushrooms are
you-
damaging to your physical property at all.
Okay.
Well,
I think
depends on
they
who
give you a
are,
stomach
what you're
ache
doing.
sometimes,
Oh yeah. Okay.
but that's gone in a day. I mean,
Okay.
I've never heard of.
hear you.
It technically is a poison which you wash out of your system, though.
But so is corn syrup.
Yeah. So sugar.
Right.
Sugar is the most deadly poison that we ingest on a
Yeah.
daily basis. It's
What about
horrible.
LSD? Yeah,
It's
you're
not
right.
even that bad. It's gone in like
I
2
think it
days.
just depends on who you are. Like, if you're a person that's in a different this
Yeah.
type of field, if you're into mushrooms or whatever, you're gonna have that effect that this person's on mushrooms or they've done mushrooms, and that's not accepted in that field. So whatever field you're in,
And
like,
they're using it for like PTSD and like soldiers. and
I think it
stuff.
just
Yeah.
works
Doing
different for
clinical
other
research
people.
in a
Like,
scientific way right now. But I heard
don't
the
know.
other day.
I honestly don't know. You're in the, what if you're a stockbroker in your stock market and you do mushrooms all the time? You're probably not going to be that good
You might not be
at
that
your
good.
job.
Right.
No,
But
it's
you
a
might or you
therapy
might
thing
be.
for me. It's a
It
therapy thing.
depends on,
Yeah.
it depends on who, or if you're a principal of a school.
You don't
I
do
think
it's not like
Can you do
cocaine.
mushrooms? Can you do mushrooms on,
It's not like
on the reg?
cocaine. You don't do it every day to function. It's a fucking therapy.
Right.
Once a month
It's
you go to the
medicine.
desert with your friends
Yeah,
and
once
then you
Once a
you
year,
connect
maybe
with
twice.
the universe again. You know what I mean?
How many
Right,
times?
right.
How many times a year?
Yeah, what would you,
Ugh.
or maybe even 3 years go by. I haven't done mushrooms for probably like
You're right, maybe
3 to
never.
4 years.
I think you need it less the
Or maybe
more
a
that
year.
you've done it.
Or
You
maybe like
need
5
it
months.
less the more that you've done it. I've done mushrooms in my 20s. I probably did it 200 times, 300 times. I did in my 20s. I probably did acid. If you're talking about per hits, I probably did 500 hits acid probably in my 20s.
I've tried one hit.
Cardi was with me. I did like 30 in
But I
front
was
of
like
him.
43 years old.
There was a time when I first met this guy. We were at this party and we went back to this like apartment. We don't even know whose apartment it was.
It
Somebody's
was like
apartment.
Tui's roommate or something.
I'm on the floor like watching cartoons or whatever, and we're talking about like 5 a.m. And then you had like a bag of sugar cubes or something like that.
Triple
And
dip
each
sugar cubes.
Each sugar cube had the acid
Triple
in the middle of the sugar cube.
3 hits acid in each sugar cube.
And he's like, "Who wants to do some acid?" And I was all, "Dude," I was like, "I guess I'll try like one, I guess."
Yeah.
That's a
And
lot.
he's all, "That's freaking weak." And he, like, from what I remember, he just ate like 20 of them, like the whole bag.
It was like
So you
4.
you get none of them. Or
It was like
took
4.
5. Yeah, 5 or 6, 4. And then
That's 12.
I looked at him like, that guy's crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, that guy's insane.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that guy gonna do? And then he's just all later, bitches, or whatever. And then he just left. And I was like, where did that guy
Your
go?
memory's so fucking
I was
wrong.
like, where is this guy gonna go?
I
And
love
then
that.
I heard that you got in your car and you drove on the freeway
Oh.
all the way back to like Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
And I was all, how did he drive? I just remember thinking in my head, like, how did he drive? And then you told me the story of the road when you were driving.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then we were friends after that.
Yeah. But
It
that's
took,
not
like something
it's not
like
exactly
that
how
to
it happened.
be
but,
my
like,
friend. Like, are you ready to go?
7:15.
What time is it now?
So that's crazy. Yeah, I didn't try LSD
Okay, well,
or
we're,
Molly
You're
or
fine.
what other
Just
drugs
change
are
your
there.
sheet.
Whatever drugs are
Oh.
illegal and not encouraged to take. I tried
Who's driving?
a couple of them
Yeah.
Who's driving?
when I was like 41 or 2, but never
Yeah?
before. Yeah, never before.
Is Chachi going?
That's kind of weird.
I don't want to like be all
She
proud
goes,
of that.
yeah.
Just, I don't know. I didn't want to die not
You wouldn't even
having
do the
tried it.
podcast.
That's smart.
You wouldn't even do the podcast.
So
That's I always think about that too. Is like I feel bad for people that like that like
Maybe just being a little
passed away and they
female.
never did acid or shrooms. It's like it's like going to Disneyland, and I always say this, you always go to Disneyland and like they went on the teacups and Mr.
You're
Toad's
going to
Wild
Disneyland?
Ride, and that's it.
I'm going to Disneyland tomorrow.
Yeah, imagine if you went to
Where did
Disneyland
you
and
say
you
that?
only went on the teacups and Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, and you never didn't go on the Matterhorn, you didn't go on Space Mountain, you just left and went home. That's what people that live and don't do acid or mushrooms. That's what they did. That's what they
I
did.
think I can agree. I can agree with that.
That's
because
what they did.
But they did that because they had some type of reason.
My mom is that. My mom is that.
And I understand
She
some
won't do
people
it
like
because of that.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Some people
Right.
enjoy Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, and some people all they need is Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. I
Yes.
fucking need the Matterhorn and Splash Mountain, dude. I need Splash Mountain. I need to hold my
You need
hands
the
up.
new ride too that just opened
I
up.
want a new one, dude.
In Adventureland.
I want to do a handstand on Splash Mountain with my dick out and my balls flapping in the wind.
No.
I'm just saying. You understand my point is I just want to go hard, dude. I want to go
You just want to go
hardcore.
hard, yeah.
I don't want to fucking go easy, soft style.
You don't
So,
want to.
We're
You
not
don't want to
just-
let like life pass you by. You want to make sure you let it all out.
No,
You
I
let
don't.
everything out.
Yeah.
I mean, go for it. Just go for it. You might get in trouble. You might get arrested. But
I'm not gonna
I guess-
take my dick out of Disneyland though, because that's fucking, you can't do that.
Yeah, you know that. We
I
get
know
what
better.
you're saying. Though. It's an analogy.
It's an analogy. Thank you, Cardi.
Reel
want-
an
it
analogy.
back in. Reel it
But
back in.
back
It's
in
an
the day,
analogy.
those analogies we would make them happen because
We'll make them real.
yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I've stood on the table and I think I've stood on the top of a table in Denny's butt naked before.
That's
And
true.
I
I
think I
remember.
screamed out like, I don't give a fuck. Ah.
You also took your pants off in front of ETs and threw them on the roof and
Yeah.
expected us to go get them. And we're like, Cardi, we
I
can't get
think
your
I've
pants. They're on the roof now.
I've done all those things.
And he's
of,
like, go get my
going
pants.
full-
And we're like,
like
we
full
can't get your
send,
pants.
full. Yeah, I've done them all.
Yeah.
And they're okay. I mean, I'm glad I did them, but really did nothing.
Would
for
your
my
life have been, is it changed forever because that you did? Or would it be the same if you didn't?
It would be the same.
It would still be good.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Hey.
Maybe that did doing something like really
I
courageous like
don't
that
know.
does kind of give you a little bit of extra strength in life to accomplish things and tackle things.
That would be called cocaine.
Well,
I don't know.
did you say
Stay
you want
away
to
from
try?
that.
Oh, you said don't do cocaine.
I don't want to say don't because it
Yeah.
almost makes the mind want to, but I have tried it.
It's never been my thing.
And
I would
I don't
pass.
need it.
I'd probably pass. If somebody railed out a line right now in
It-
front of me, I'd pass.
It was once
It'd be a
legal.
hard no. I'd be like, nah.
It only
don't
became
want it right
illegal
now.
not that long ago.
I've been to Vegas at bachelor parties and like it's a thing to go like, we're in Vegas, so everybody smoke weed and do coke. And I'm like, all right, cool. You know, we're in Vegas, so let's do coke and smoke weed. And you get pumped up and then you come down and you're like,
Not worth it.
I don't really like it to calm down. I don't
Yeah.
really like to calm down. And it's the up is not worth it to me. I had a
Yes.
friend that was like, I feel like a god on this. And I'm like, oh, you're doing a different drug than me, I think. I think you're doing a different drug than me because I don't feel like a god. I feel like congested. I have energy, but also I want to blow my nose real bad. And this one's running and you know, it's not my thing.
And then people become like, they like that feeling of, I feel like a god, you know, they like that feeling. So they'll just continue. And then they don't even realize what's going on.
It's really expensive also.
That's the other thing.
So then people get on meth, right?
And it's hard to get.
And
Yeah,
all
meth
this
is way easier.
uppers,
That's what people get on meth a lot of times because it's cheaper and it's easier to get.
Adderall is like the new thing, and it's just the exact same thing, dude. And people are like, well, I just take a couple Adderalls. I'm not a meth head. I'm like, you are. You pop 2 Adderalls every day, you're a fucking meth head. It's literally meth. And you're like, well, I got to go to class. I need 2 Adderalls. I'm like, you're fucking doing uppers, bro. You're fucking addicted.
Yeah.
You can't go to class without 2 Adderalls. You're addicted, dude.
You're addicted.
You can't. You got it. Adderall is the same exact shit. Especially if you don't
It
have
had
it
the
as a
same
prescription.
side effects. I don't know if it has the same side effects as meth.
Probably not, but like people that get it from a doctor because you know they need it for blah 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 blah. But there's a lot of college kids that just do it to. We gotta fucking stay up all night and study,
Oh
It's
yeah,
like-
I can see that. Yeah.
and then they crush Adderall and snort it, and they're like, "Well, at least we're not fucking meth heads." Like you're crushing
thought-
Adderall and snorting Adderall, you're fucking
That's
meth
the
head.
new thing that the kids are doing now is Adderall.
Yeah, yeah.
That's old.
How did you find that out?
I mean, it's not new, well, because I talked to this chick, this bartender that I was.
They've been doing it for like 5 years at least in my state,
Oh, really?
Washington State.
Yeah.
How do you know it from your kids?
We
Or
used to
coffee
we
shop,
owned
yeah.
some businesses with like young adults and 20-year-olds, and like
Yeah,
teenagers would come in and they said that's what they would do like when they're in high school, some of the 20-year-olds, and so it's been a thing.
I heard it
But
from
I feel like-
servers, and
Yeah.
bartenders. So,
Okay, I think they're just still doing it. It's just probably really easy
Yeah.
to get now.
well, they get prescriptions for it.
Common.
it sounds safer.
Their doctors
Yeah.
give them prescriptions for it. They just
Yeah.
go like, I can't. I fallen asleep in class. I go, Here you go. Here's some
Ah.
Adderall.
Well, I worked
And
in
so they get it for free.
I worked in a
Yeah.
doctor's office, and Adderall reps and medication representatives would come in and
Mhm.
they'd ask the doctor to carry this medication, let's
Oh,
say
wow.
Adderall, and the doctor would say yes or no, but they'd bring in coffee and donuts and try to get on the
Yep.
sweet side of the doctor, because the doctor will get money if the
Mhm.
prescription is filled or written. I don't know.
wow.
It's
Yep.
probably filled. And the rep will probably get some type of possible commission from each
100%.
sale.
So
You
they're
think
just
he's gonna
pumping
bring
it
all
out.
those donuts and everything if he doesn't get a commission? He gets commission.
So I
Yeah,
think Big
100%.
Pharma's big
Oh, yeah.
money.
Oh, big money. You know why they were so pissed about Afghanistan getting taken back over? Because
Why?
that means that was the final blow. Because they were all worried about, you know, how everybody was upset about oxy and everybody. There's too much oxy. There's too much opiates.
Oxycontin,
We gotta
oxycodone,
stop it. We gotta stop. And they were the
oxyfrodo.
big pharma was like, come on, no, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. And when they were like, US was finally like, we're out of Afghanistan. That's when big pharma was like, fuck. Because they lost all the opium fields.
Oh.
When they were over there, they had the opium fields in Afghanistan. So when they
Yep.
pulled out, they were like, big pharma was like, okay, fuck, they just screwed us.
Now they have
because-
to get it from somewhere else.
Now I have to get it from someone else or go to fucking Adderall.
And
And
you
so
don't
now
have
they're-
all the soldiers over there getting PSD or whatever, having to get, prescriptions.
But they were doing
Never heard of
it.
it.
But they were doing it so they could secure the fucking opium fields. And now that the U.S. doesn't have
Oh.
control over the opium fields anymore, all these fucking big pharma companies can't make more oxy and all these, so they're gonna stop making those as
Well,
much.
China's gonna make them now.
That's fentanyl. They're gonna do
Fentanyl's
fentanyl.
dangerous.
Yeah,
Fentanyl.
So now there's more fentanyl in the world.
yep. Now there's more
Because
fentanyl
of Joe Biden.
because it's fucking Joe Biden.
Fucking Joe Biden. Dude.
Fentanyl's a patch, right? Or can it be also a pill?
It can be a pill, it can be a shot, and it can be a patch. Yeah,
Oh, I used to put patches on the elderly,
yeah.
and it would last for like 3 days. You'd put it like on their back or their arm.
It's not a bad drug. It's a good drug, but
But
it's
kids would eat it. Patches.
We got
Yes.
probably one more. Since you're talking about Afghanistan, I would like to say this before we
Sure,
go.
sure.
We got to head out here.
sure.
We're gonna go to dinner
Yeah,
at one of those. I think
We don't even know where we're going.
we don't know, but
yeah.
going back to Afghanistan,
Yeah.
I'm thinking I want to go in there.
This is
As
okay.
most people right now are trying to get out,
Yeah,
right?
you
Everybody's
said
like,
they
get
can't, like-
out! Like we gotta get the people out of Afghanistan.
You're
wanna
gonna go in.
I want
Okay.
to go in.
tell me why.
You know why?
Tell me why.
No.
Because
Americans
get-
are in there.
I can get a wife.
Oh, you're such a bad person. You're
I
such a bad
can
person.
get like, and this is really bad because all I have to do,
Yeah,
technically, all I have to do is go in there, right? And let's say I have
What is
let's say
going
this.
on?
like this is my towel head, right?
yeah. This is your towel head.
Okay, yeah. So
it's,
I'm going
it's
in,
orange
I'm
towel head.
now. Let's just
Does he
say I'm
smell?
in,
Does he
right?
smell? I guarantee you he
Yeah.
smells.
Let's
I
just say
guarantee
I'm
you.
in. Okay, I'm
Okay,
in. Okay,
Yeah.
now all I gotta do is go like this. Oh, and then say, oh, Muhammad, yeah.
Muhammad Jihad.
Muhammad Jihad, Muhammad Jihad.
Turkestan.
They're like,
Muhammad
oh,
Jihad.
oh, yeah. So now I'm in, right?
No, yeah.
And
Now you're
okay, maybe I have a
integrated.
gun. Maybe I have a gun, and I'm like,
Now you're
oh,
welcomed. Now they welcome you.
and then say some guy like he probably asked me a question like, "Have you looked at porn today?
And you go,
Or
no,
have
Turka,
you stolen anything?" I'm like,
Turka, no.
Allah, jihad.
Turka, no,
Jihad.
no. Jihad,
Right,
jihad,
right,
Allah,
right.
jihad. No.
Relax.
Turka, no.
Turka. And he's
No.
like, have you been following Sharia law? I'm like, oh,
Turka, yeah.
Turka.
Turka, yeah.
And that's all I do. And then after I get through all that bullshit,
Yeah, okay.
right? After I pass, I'm walking around with the guys with the guns.
Yeah,
I'm
now
like,
you're in. Now you're in. Now you're one of them.
Then, yeah, now I'm one of them, right? So that all I have to do, supposedly, from what I understand, is like,
Yeah.
they, like, how you get, like, I want that one.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how does
Turka, that one.
how
Turka,
does
that one.
Kadersh have all these
I think
women?
that's a form of slavery.
And I can say, like, I want that
It's
one.
fucked up.
And
Yeah.
I think I can get, like,
Slavery.
I think I can just say, like, I want that one.
She's gonna be upset, bro.
It doesn't matter.
Well, that would be
right? Because
slavery.
so I have a wife, and then
It's
I
good.
think I can get more wives. I think I can pick
Yeah,
like
more wives.
5 or I think I can pick like 10 of them.
Well,
Then you're no
not
better than the
dangerous.
terrorists, Cardi. Then you're no better than the terrorists. And this is where I'm going to start playing the American theme
I mean,
song.
yeah,
And if our country's built on anything other than this, it's that we don't make women fuck us that don't want to fuck us.
I
And
know.
where this
And I
country
would
needs
say the
anything,
same thing too.
in
It's
this
America.
country, we only fuck women that want to fuck us. Even if it takes a really, really long time to make them want to fuck us, those are the only ones we fuck.
Because this is America. Well, that was just like that's what I was thinking about Afghanistan. Like, I could just go
Thank you,
over
Shannon,
there
for
and
being on our podcast.
pick a wife.
You're
We
welcome.
appreciate it. Have
But
fun
I'm
with your
not gonna
husband.
do that. You know why I'm not going to do that?
Thanks for having me.
It's
Thanks
America.
for having me.
No problem. We
That
loved
was
it.
awesome.
Come back again.
So fun. Okay.
Promote more stuff if you want, besides MXPX next time.
How about my charity that I started? Go to wincharities.org.
Wincharities.org.
If you want to help out,
WYNN. It was a baby that I lost in a miscarriage. His name was Win. And so I started a charity and I help kids who live that are homeless in Africa, and I feed them, clothe them. We're building a soccer field. That trainer that I was telling you about, he's a professional soccer player and he's going to help me build a gym. And I just, thought I'd have some fun with like how cool he looks. But anyways, there's a lot of stuff going over in Rwanda, Batari. If you want to go with me over there, I'll be more than happy to take you over there and show you that.
Beautiful. We love
get
it.
in there. Get over there. Get over there.
Promote that. Go there. All 4 of you that listen to this, go there and fucking do some good
Peace
shit
out.
over there. Thank you
I'm
very
out
much.
too.
Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of this beautiful fucking gorgeousness. Don't forget to subscribe to our Patreon. And hey, suck it easy. Enjoy your dinner.
When is this coming out?
Fry balls, buddy.
Yeah!